which Republican candidate wants her to join his party? And rumors she's the brand new face of a cosmetics giant. And Larry and Jason stole the show on Broadway's biggest night. And Rosie's got your backstage pass.
Let me tell you something, okay? The true measure of a man is not to be nominated and still show up to read a list of names of those who are nominated.
And Hot Tay in the house. Tay Diggs talks about killing it on Murder in the First and how he's the Mac Daddy of Father's Day. Then, Must Have Mondays soothing your body and soul by partnering with vendors to offer up to 80% off spa products that'll make you say, ah. This is The View with Whoopi, Nicole Wallace, Rosie Perez. And today, Raven Simone and E.T.'s...
If y'all were watching last night, but LeBron James led the Cleveland Cavaliers to victory over the Golden State Warriors. They won by 2. In a last-minute nail-biting overtime. They tied it up. Did y'all watch?
Oh, my God. I'm in so much trouble in my hometown of Orinda, California, where we've been rooting for the Warriors for decades, and I wore a Cavs shirt last week.
You should be ashamed. But you should be ashamed.
Let me just defend myself, and I'd be okay if they won. But, I mean, LeBron James, my God.
Unstoppable. He's a genius.
And, you know, he's got his teammates out injured. He put the team on his back, and I just cannot not root for him. He's Superman.
Well, I'll tell you this. I think that LeBron James is the best right now in the business, but when he goes up against the Knicks, I am #1 Knicks fan all the way. I don't care how good you are. You Brooklyn Nets all the way. Brooklyn Nets all the way. But I have to say that I thought that Golden State should have won that game. And Stephon Curry, he kept going in and out of pocket and everything like that, but too many fouls, but I think that they're going to secure the next win.
I got to say, I'm a huge basketball fan. I played in high school, but one of my main motivations, I want this thing to go to Game 7, is Riley Curry stealing the show every time she is on camera. That 2-year-old little girl, Steph Curry's daughter, obsessed.
I didn't watch it. I don't know what you guys are talking about. But what I am excited about is all the memes that I'm going to be tweeting people as soon as they come out on the internet, because I know LeBron's face is beastie on this one. There's going to be some great stuff. I was actually at a birthday party for Yancey Edwards, who does my hair. Happy birthday.
Did you watch?
I did watch. I did watch. You know, look, I said it last week. For me, I don't care who wins, because these are 2 extraordinary teams who are working their tails off, and it makes a great television basketball game. And I have to tell you, you know, I got up to go call my brother, because this is, we would be talking about, because you know, because foul shots and stupid stuff happening, and you would usually call him and say, really bad calls, and some good ones. And I thought, but I figured he's manipulating it all from up there. So something great is going to come out of it. And you know, the other great hot topic this week, before I even tell you, I am begging. I want the owner, please, the owner, the jockey, and the trainer of American Pharoah, please come to The View. We want to talk to you. That horse was magnificent. That's beautiful. I mean, it was beautiful, and it just, it had something different. It was different this year than it's been in a very long time, where the world was wishing the best for this little horse with the half a tail, and the kind of like, hey, I don't need a weave, I'm just gonna beat everybody. She just went, and it was so magnificent, and this is how great it was, how much I was hoping. I didn't put any bets down, because I just wanted it to happen, just because the horse should get.
And it's the first time in almost 37 years that we've had a triple crown. So the sport needed it, right?
The sport needed it.
The jockey felt that way too. He said once he got on the horse, he just let go, and he was like, I've never felt it. Every single turn was perfect. You know when you're about to win, and he felt it.
And she was gorgeous.
One of the things I love is that the trainer gives all the credit to the horse. I mean, how wonderful that he's so generous, and it's not about, you know, our own greatness, but it is about that horse, and it's a beautiful thing, and that the value of that horse is going to go up to maybe $100 million.
Well, yeah, because
$100 million?
Yes,
stud
because
fee,
you
honey.
can stud fee. You know, if life were different, you could hook up, but you can't. Okay? No stud fee for you.
No stud fee.
And of course, the Tony Awards were last night, and two men in Rosie's life right now had one of the show's most memorable moments. Take a look.
As many of you know, on Tuesday night, I'll be replacing my friend Larry in his play, Fish in the Dark.
I don't know about replacing, you know. You're not really replacing. You're kind of stepping in. You're a stepper, not a replacer.
Oh, look at Larry. Oh my gosh. Sunday night was his last performance.
Tell everybody what you did.
Oh my gosh. Half of the cast and the crew, we got naked. Well, half naked. There's a bit in the show where he has to open up the door and see his mother supposedly naked. And when he opened the door, he saw all of us like, ah! And he was so shocked that he fell. My husband said he fell down on the stage, rolled forward, rolled back, rolled forward, got on his knees and prayed to God. And I was like, oh my gosh. And it was so much fun. And one of our cast members, Alex, she actually was totally in the nude, and she had cutouts of Larry's face pasted to him. Oh my gosh, it was so funny. But I have to say, I texted you a picture. I couldn't get out of my dressing room for my cue because I was crying so much. Larry David, man, thank you for this opportunity, man. It was a dream come true, and I can't wait for Jason. I cannot wait for Jason.
You're incredible with him, so I'm going to go see it with you with Jason because I think it was something, you know, I don't know a lot about the theater, but watching you and Larry David was exceptionally fun.
A dream come true.
It was a dream come true.
So that's all the really wonderful stuff there is to talk about. And now, of course, we're going to have to, you know, show you some BS out there. There's a video out from McKinney, Texas, going viral right now that shows what happened after police were called to break up a pool party that brought black teenagers into a mostly white neighborhood. Let's take a look. Okay, so the officer has been put on administrative leave pending an investigation. But for what it's worth, this is why people get pissed off at police officers. This young officer right there, I don't know what was going through your head, but you are not indicative of what police officers are. You're just not. That's not what you're supposed to do.
In the video, you see one of the officers, his initial reaction was to pull him back.
Yes.
He was like, whoa, like, what are you doing?
The other two officers didn't. I heard that they were very calm talking to everybody. He had been running around, and he actually told one of the boys, you had me running around here with 30 pounds of material on. Sit down. When I tell you to sit down, you sit your beep, beep, beep down. It was absolutely atrocious. And and he won Police Officer of the Year a few years ago in like 2007 or something. I don't know exactly, but he has a medal for being a great officer.
Well, you know what? The truth of the matter is he might have been a great officer. He might be a great officer. He might have just overreacted. But these kind of things, man, this is, hey, look.
Tell us.
It's hard because you see the kids are running towards you, but they have nothing in their hands.
And they're wearing bikinis.
They're wearing bikinis. So manhandling a 14-year-old girl doesn't make you look good and doesn't make people want to respect you. So I hope that somebody will figure out what happened and explain to this officer that white kids, black kids, no kids, nobody should be treated like that. Nobody should be manhandled like that. I'm sorry. You know?
I have to say, look, if you look at his face, it looks like maybe his own mind, because he turns and obviously sees he's being filmed. So I think the real bitch about being a cop is that every moment is so high stakes. We trust them to protect us. And I think I saw in his face maybe when he realized he was being filmed, maybe that wasn't the best of him. So I hope he's a better cop.
I hope he's a better cop.
You should be on your best behavior all the time.
We all should be, but we all are not. But I don't think cops have much. Cops don't have a line of a margin of error to work with. We all can have a bad day, and nothing happens except our poor viewers maybe get bored or confused. Cops mess up. Cops mess up, and lives are at stake. So I just, you know, cops with cameras, it's a good idea, but you put a camera on any one of us and we'd all be screwed. I'm sorry. You know, it's a tough job. Well, you win another Academy Award. We'd be screwed.
Oh, hell, I'm just going to make the joke before we go. I hope they weren't watching when that happened. We'll be right back with more Hot Topics.
Next, it's a prison break straight out of Shawshank happening right now. But this time,
You know who told me it was her birthday? It's Jake Tapper. He's got a new show coming up. So I was talking to him. He says, you know, it's her birthday.
He knows everything.
He does. I love him.
But this woman, I first met Barbara Bush when I worked for Jeb Bush when he was governor of Florida almost 20 years ago. And she's extraordinary. And we talk about powerful women. I think it's great we've got more women running for office. But to me, she's the first political power icon. She's got such a hand in that family. They respect her judgment and opinion. And I think the world sort of knows her sons, but her grandchildren are very much beneficiaries of her incredibly honest and direct and humorous advice. So I love you. I love you, Barbara Bush. Happy birthday.
I just want the Kool-Aid that this woman is drinking, because she is incredible. She is amazing. She is 90 years old, and behind every accomplished man is usually a woman or a partner making things happen and making things a success. And she has been doing that for years and years. So
not to contradict what you said, but I have to say with Barbara Bush, she's not behind him. She was right by the side. You know, I didn't agree with their politics. I didn't vote for them, but I respected the lady immensely.
And her causes are very much in line with yours. I mean, she's raised millions of dollars for literacy. She really sees kids. And I've gone to some of her events, her literacy events down in Houston and Dallas, and she's got these kids up who otherwise would not have the same shot. She's making a difference in people's lives every single day. She doesn't talk about it. She does it. So she's a real hero.
So, you know, we just met Caitlyn Jenner, right? Last week, her influence is already being felt all over the place. Republican presidential candidate Lindsey Graham, who will be here next week, says that Caitlyn is welcome in his party anytime. Now, does it surprise you to hear him say that?
He doesn't support, he supports traditional marriage, not non-traditional, whatever you categorize that as. I'm very surprised. I think it's a publicity stunt personally.
Really?
Well, Caitlyn Jenner is the hot topic right now.
So you sort of believe in identity politics. You have to believe all the same thing. You wouldn't just, I mean, because a lot of voters, maybe national security is their #1 issue, so it's not a litmus test. But I hear what you're saying, and I think he may be disqualified for people of your generation. But there are people who believe in same-sex marriage for whom the fight against terrorism is supreme. So I believe in same-sex marriage, but I'm going to vote for the person who I think will keep this country safe.
And would you ask Caitlyn Jenner to be a part of your party and root for him all the way through, but still not give him?
I would ask him to be a part of your party, and you know, he's announced to Diane Flores.
I think that they should try to change their ways of looking at it. Give him a chance to get married if he wants to.
But listen, it's like marriage. You don't have to agree on everything. You just have to, you know, have a good rapport and mutual respect.
What does he say?
Well, so what Lindsey said is that radical Islam hates you and all of us as much as they hate Caitlyn Jenner. So in America, we're all in this together. I mean, I think to Lindsey Graham and to a lot of politicians, being respectful and understanding that we may have differences of opinion about marriage doesn't trump the fact that there are a whole bunch of other things we agree on. And that's Lindsay's message, and I'm excited he's coming. I mean, I think that my party can make a lot of progress by being tolerant and being understanding and saying we may not agree on traditional marriage, but I hope there are other things where I can bring you over, and you're welcome. And I applaud Lindsay for that.
Abortion either.
Well, I don't know where Bruce Jenner stands on abortion.
On his stance on abortion, he said, if we can't agree on abortion, let's talk about taxes. And I think that him running for president, he's basically saying, you know, maybe the issues of separation of church and state should take precedence. And I don't know if it's a publicity stunt. We will see. But for him just to make that statement, I thought it was very, very big of him.
Well, we'll ask him when
and
he
we'll
comes.
see. Yeah,
and
you should ask him your question. But I think that saying that if abortion is your #1 issue, or if same-sex marriage is your #1 issue, I'm not your guy. But if you care about other stuff too, listen to me. Yeah. And I think his message to Caitlyn Jenner, he heard her say to Diane Sawyer, I'm a Republican. I think that's fantastic for the Republican Party. But if Caitlyn doesn't, at the end of the day, think that the other issues are just as important, she's probably going to vote for somebody else. But I think it's a failure of imagination and intent to not try. So I'm proud to see a Republican go for Caitlyn.
At least he's trying.
That's right. At least he's trying. That's right. Incremental steps, tiny little steps, tiny little steps. Now, you know, talk about Caitlyn Jenner. There's a big rumor out there that all the big cosmetic companies, MAC and them, and, you know, there's a tug of war to make Caitlyn their new spokesmodel.
So great.
Look, I get it. Quit trying to make me feel bad. Okay? My God, that was a full 5 minutes, huh?
Wow.
Oh, well, okay, I guess we're going to go and come right back with more hot topics.
Think Whoopi was a con artist and ghost? Wait till you hear how one fortune teller
So here's some crazy stuff. So we're gonna hit a couple of things. Presidential candidate is blowing smoke right now, Governor Chris Christie. He said that if he's elected, if his party is elected, he becomes the president. Well, forget what I say. Let's just let you look and see what he's saying.
You said marijuana is a gateway drug. If you were president, would you return the federal prosecutions in the states like Colorado, Washington State?
Yes.
Go after. So
yes, sir.
If somebody's enjoying that now in their state, if you're president, that's getting turned off.
Correct.
Mr. Christie, you realize that a gateway drug for someone who has a predilection to addiction can be coffee, can be alcohol, can be any number, cigarettes, can be any number of things, okay? And the idea that you're just gonna repeal when you know the truth, it's not a Schedule I drug, and once that's changed, you won't be able to do jack. But do your homework, sir, before you say that, because you say you want to be president, you just eliminated a whole lot of young people, and me.
And them. I love Chris Christie.
I know.
He did an otherwise really nice job in this interview. I watched the whole thing. It was John Dickerson's first turn as the permanent host of Face the Nation, and it was a great interview. But I think the fact that this is what we're talking about shows why it might not be a great political strategy. One of the Republican Party's imperatives is to bring young people into our party. And by saying that you're going to start prosecuting recreational pot users, for young people, they might just stop listening right away.
Do you know how many people need and love their card? Because then at least they have a reason.
Card, so that's not what he's talking about.
No, he's he's not been good on medicinal either.
But it is legal in New Jersey.
It is legal in New Jersey if you can find a dispensary.
But I think the image now and the knowledge about Colorado's economy, you know, he needs it. Anyway,
but he also said that incarceration is not the solution.
Right, to addiction. He's got a great message on addiction, where he's for treatment. So I, as a political matter, I don't think it's a winning path.
Here's what I like about Governor Christie, and I'm a registered independent, so I swing both ways. But I will say that I like that he shoots from the hip. I mean, this is a guy who seems to be trying to be an actual truthful politician. He doesn't say things because he thinks that people want to hear them.
Yes, he does.
He says things because that's what he believes, or at least it seems that way.
I don't buy it. Go ahead,
Can I just quickly say this, is that regarding the issue of marijuana, there was former Senator Tom Duane of New York State. He admitted to, he used pot at one time. Sorry if I'm outing you. But he quit because he didn't agree with it. But he put forth a bill, it didn't pass, but he put forth a bill with these strict regulations. If you are going to make marijuana legal, have the regulations even stricter than alcohol. And that's comprehensive, responsible legislating. And I think that... Do you? What I'm saying is that you just can't make a blanket statement or a finite statement saying, no, throw them all in jail, no, prosecute. It's the reality of our time, and something has to be done. And I think that if you implement laws surrounding marijuana that are realistic, we will not have a problem.
Amsterdam is still going strong.
Well, they're okay. And there was this insane prison break over the weekend, New York maximum security prison. And people keep saying it's straight out of the Shawshank. Shawshank Redemption, these guys were not what these guys are murderers. The ones that are on the run right now, they're not cutesy poo. These are not cute, ooh, look at, Tim and so and so. These guys are not kidding. There's a massive manhunt right now, and supposedly a female prison worker is being questioned for her role in this. And I just want to say, I don't think 100 grand is enough. I'm sorry, you offer $1 million, I think people will say, oh yeah, I saw somebody. But 100,000, I don't think that's, I'm not buying it.
The detective said about this guy that broke out that part of, his success is that, quote, when Matt's cleaned up, he's very handsome and in all frankness, very well endowed. That's the detective's explanation.
How does the detective know? I think that's a valid question.
What does that have to do with anything?
No idea. I just read a paper.
The story that I really like is that they left a post-it note by the tube or wherever they escaped from that had a little stick figure man saying, "Have a nice day."
But you know what's crazy about all of this? How did they get a buzzsaw? Wait. Now, just for 2 seconds, I know we have to go, but help me understand. A prison has all these people in it, guards, all kinds of stuff. These guys have a buzzsaw, and they are buzzsawing their way out, and no one hears it?
Yeah.
No one heard it? No one heard it?
Whoopi, it's like the Dukes of Hazzard, where the prisoners made Deputy Roscoe P. Coltrane seem silly or less than.
That's a real don't snitch policy.
I'm telling you, having been in enough jails to know, that's very hard to pull that off. In the movies, yes, but in reality, if you hear, they want to know what it is because it means something's going on. There's more to this story, and we'll keep you abreast because I think this is going to get longer and longer. We will be right back with the amazing and delicious Tay Diggs.
Everyone digs this guy. Murder in the First star, Tay Diggs, looks back.
Right, what's up, y'all?
Got your swag coming out. Listen,
I get to pretend like I'm tough on that TV.
That's right. And this is like the second season for this show, right?
Yeah, we got another one coming up.
And you got a 12-episode series that'll focus on one case. And what's this season specifically going to be about? Even though I already told them.
It's about crime, and we're solving crimes.
Okay.
But last season it was one case. You don't know who the bad guy is at the end. Here, you know from the get. But there are different cases kind of intertwined throughout the season, and you have to figure out how they're all related.
That's cool. I like that. A little deeper, you know.
It's deeper.
It's cool.
Yeah. So we
talked even today about bad cops, cops gone astray, and they're getting a lot of attention. But you went on a ride-along and saw something pretty different. I think that's really important that the culture.
Right.
Can you talk about that?
Right. Speaking of your point, I think, you know, it's not about. I think it gets. We need to be careful with generalizing. It's not about cops. It's about people. I think there are people that are kind of confused and misled. But on this ride-along, I was very impressed and surprised at how well these policemen kind of got along with, you know, the neighborhood drug dealer or the drug users, to the point where there was almost almost a mutual respect, camaraderie, and you know, these policemen were treating these other criminals like human beings,
community members.
Exactly,
right?
exactly, and they and it was like, you know, like a symbiotic relationship, and that I expected them, you know, because when you're a kid, I had this image of when I was a kid. You know, a cop that saw anybody doing anything bad would immediately arrest them and bring them to jail.
Right.
And that wasn't the case.
Reality.
No. And seeing it in action, it made sense.
Nice.
I like hearing that.
Yeah.
Well, we're going to see you in action pretty soon on Broadway.
That's a segue.
Yes, darling.
I like that segue.
Thank you, darling. And you're going to be in Hedwig the Angry Inch.
Hedwig and the Angry Inch.
Now,
yes.
You're going to be on Broadway in July. You're the first African American to take on this role.
Yes.
If anybody can do it,
Power to the people.
You know?
Okay.
And you're going to look good as you did in Stella Got a Groove Back without no clothes on.
Look at you.
So, how are you preparing for the role?
Right now, I'm just trying to memorize the words. And
That's a lot.
tomorrow I have a photo shoot, so it'll be the first time in heels. So it's an undertaking.
what color's the wig?
It's gonna be blonde. Yeah, it's an iconic. I mean, you know, this is what was fresh is that they're gonna just dampen the color just a bit to go with my dark complexion.
That's right.
Okay.
So on Father's Day, you became a viral sensation because you did a really cool dad jam video.
I became a what?
Internet sensation, viral.
What
Viral.
was the second word?
Sensation.
You heard that, Mommy?
It features you rapping about what it takes to be a good parent. I think we have a clip. We should see it.
Once Fetty couldn't make this dad thing look good. Please, he's playing this dad game with me. High roller with a stroller, giving cheeks a squeeze. Where's Daddy? Where's Daddy? Boom, there he is. Like y'all could ever miss a man with style like his. Booty on his mind and his mind on the booty. Plus wipes and powder like a papa on duty.
But we're not going to let you get away on that note because you two...
They got some guns! They got some guns!
I'm sorry to objectify you like that. I enjoyed it.
He looks as good now as he did then. I'm just saying. You know. I look the same too, but this behind has gotten bigger. Look, we're gonna say thank you to Tay Diggs and tell him to come back when he's ready to do Hedwig. Season 2 of Murder in the First premieres tonight on TNT.
Fantastic spa products, wall supplies last. Here to take us shopping is lifestyle contributor and part of our ABC family, Rachel Smith. Hello.
Hey guys, thank you. So we are going spying and shopping today.
Yes,
a great
I love that.
twofer.
Okay,
yes.
so I didn't know this, but now I know you start with yoga before the spa. That must be what I'm doing wrong.
Oh, honey, or you just rock the yoga pants all day, every day.
All day long.
Oh,
These are really nice.
Yeah, they're yoga pants by Outer Style, and I live in mine even outside of the gym.
Yes.
So they're so comfy, you know, you can wear them to run errands or just a lazy weekend like I had this past weekend. Or to yoga, exactly.
Yeah, okay.
So these ones are perfect because the fit's really nice. They kind of fit in all the right places.
Yeah.
And then you've got this wide waistband. You can pull it up for a high-waisted look, or you can roll it down for a low-rise look.
Yeah.
Yes, indeed.
And these look very high quality. They feel very nice. How much do they usually cost?
Well, they retail for $98. So yeah, guys, this loungewear does not come cheap. At our deal, $29. Wow. And that is for a discount of 70% off.
Wow, that's fantastic. I'm excited about this one. honestly thought you could only drink this in a spa because who would cut up fruit and put it in their water, but now we have a way.
Now you can.
Really Tell us about
These
this.
are fruit-infusing water bottles by Define Bottle. Everyone backstage and kind of in our crew has been like raving about these things. And they were actually invented by a teen called Carter Kostler, and he's been featured on Shark Tank.
I love Shark Tank.
Incredible, right? Way to go, Carter. Okay, so these things work really easily, and you know, it's going to give you that tasty water that you see at the spa. So all you do is you twist it off, pop your fruit in, as much as you'd like. So you can see here.
Right.
Twist it on. There's a little strainer in there to keep the fruit from hitting the mouthpiece. Pop it open for sports stuff. You got a cool wristband.
Darling, what's the regular price of these?
All right, they retail for, and they're going $60.
Yeah.
But guys, you're getting a set of 2. Oh, we got it for 2, and our deal is $59, and that's a discount of 52% off. Is it good? You like the taste?
I like it.
It's really easy. I love it.
Okay, now I hate weighing myself, but I know this is like...
She is going...
Okay, go for it.
Look, I have been having no carbs and for a long time.
Okay.
Way to go, girlfriend.
With my heels on.
I was going to make you guys go through this morning because I'm never one to willingly hop on a scale. Secret is safe.
Zero.
Well, this is...
She weighs nothing, okay? She weighs nothing. This is a nice one. It tells you more than just your weight, right?
Absolutely. It's a digital body analyzing scale, and this is by VitaGoods.
Oh, nice.
So it tells you more than just your pounds, which is awesome. It'll tell you your body fat, bone, and muscle mass.
How many more pounds I really have.
No, but it'll keep you motivated because it's taking the emphasis off
But
that.
I mean, really weighing yourself, even all the people that come here tell us this is a really important tool to have.
Absolutely.
But the good ones are expensive, so what's the regular price?
The retail price is $100.
Yeah.
But this thing saves 10 users' info on it, so you can get the whole family involved. And our deal is $29 for a discount of 71% off.
I will never stumble. That's crazy.
I love these.
Me too.
I use them all over my arms. Anything that looks wrinkled, I just use them.
These are saving grace. One of my girlfriends introduced me to one last year. I've been using mine religiously since. This is Medisonic. It is a face cleansing brush by Crown Brush. No, guys. It comes with 2 different speeds. No, excuse me, 3 different speeds, 2 different cycles. So 1 minute, 2 cycles, and it's great for just getting that dirt and makeup off your face.
It works.
You know, just your products in a washcloth.
But they're actually really expensive.
They're really expensive.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Retail price is $200.
Yeah.
Our deal is $54. Discount of 73% off.
I love that. I love that.
Too.
And then before you leave the spa, you want your hair to look good.
Absolutely.
So what do we have here?
Who doesn't love leaving the salon? You know, your hair just looks great. It feels great.
Right.
These are going to give you those salon results. It's by Hair of Beauty, a hair makeover set. Look at Ray is just getting in there.
Yeah,
so one is a 4-piece set.
Don't let the
other is a 5-piece
get you down.
set.
I
know, right?
Okay.
The 5-piece set's really great because I mean you get 2 products. You get the straightener, the clipless barrel curling iron.
I like that.
3 products here.
Really? You know how to use that?
I do. It's actually really good. It keeps you from like your hair burning your hair between the comb
Exactly.
Okay, so how much does something like this cost?
So it retails, y'all, you're about to fall out of your seat, $435. Wow. I mean, we are
good quality. It's probably ceramic.
Our deal as low as $65. That is a discount of 80% off.
That's amazing. Amazing haul today. Our thanks to Rachel Smith. Members of our audience are going home with fruit-infusing water bottles. For more information on how to buy these products, check out our website. Plus, there are more special deals that are only available online. We will be right back.
On our website, there's a very important story of a young man named Khalif Brower. He was on our show, and his story is so profound. We want you to check it out on our website. It's important, and because of him, many great things changed. He unfortunately lost his life the other day. But on a brighter note, what?
Congratulations, Miguel Cotto. Boricua won! Saturday night against Gil. Congratulations.
Brooke and Raven will be back tomorrow. We want to thank you for coming because you're a great audience, and audiences make us do better. And we want you to have a great day and take a little time to enjoy whatever view you happen upon.